Yeah, g'day, back again. Dave Long here from Dave Long Custom Lures. Oh, I'll just clear my throat. Yeah, mate, we're pretty excited about doing this one again. It's going to be a Tailor. There's a lot of Tailor around Australia. In different sizes and numbers, and they're always a good bait for a lot of species around Australia coastline, and I guess you get them overseas too. I know that they're called bluefish in other countries, and that's as far as I know about the species overseas. But yeah, what we're going to do is just do this one today. It's a shallow minnow. It's a floating minnow. This is quite a useful lure that I use periodically, and I've been using them a lot off the rocks, as I've said. But I just want to point to you the blank itself. It's very highlighted on the gills, and also on the side here it's got that scaly look about it. So we'll add to that. We'll put scales in that too, just to enhance it and bring out the bait a bit more flashy. Okay, but I normally do that anyway with this particular pattern. Anyway, so let's get started. What I've done, I've put the undercoat on. I'm now going to put, first off, I'm going to use a white pearl underneath and up to the top there, about the middle, and then we'll go over it very lightly with a sepia, just over the shoulders and down, and bleed it down to the side here, just a little bit, just to give it that tint when the lure's rolling in the water. Okay, so anyway, we'll get into that, and we'll do that first. Now, just a bit of an advertising here. If you're liking these videos, you just get them as they come. If you like them, subscribe, and it always helps me actually getting a few materials like paint and so forth, which is rather expensive. And I love this little hobby of mine, and I'm keen to show others how to use and how to make lures. It's saved me a lot of money over the years, and expanded my knowledge, and also given others a bit of pleasure too, so which is what it's all about. Alright, so we'll get this pearl white on. I'll just mix this. It's the same old, just a little bit goes a long way. 3 drops, there you go, that's all we need. I'll put that back there, a little bit of reducer. Not too much. I think I put too much of it, we'll just see. Okay, I'm going to be using the 0.2mm airbrush today. I just find that it's going to be useful for the whole bait. Okay, just put that in there into the airbrush. Yeah, and also, you know, if you want to talk to me, just email me, and I'd love to have your input on what we do here. All right, so we're going to do the belly, and just up to halfway up to the bait with the pearl white. That's it. I might do this in gradual. It's a little bit sort of. See, that goes. We've got a bit jam there. That's better. Yeah. Seem to be a bit stuck. I'll just go over the head too, just so it just gives it a little bit of shine and bling on the gills there. We'll just dry that off. Just dry that off a bit. Might just go over again. That's better. That's better. I'll just dry that off again. Actually, I might clean this out first. That's better. Yeah, I cleaned out that brush the other day, and it's just a little bit clogged still. I won't talk much while I'm doing that drawing with the airbrush. It's with the hair heater, or whatever you call it. It's just too noisy, and you won't hear me, I don't think. Just going off a little bit, just taking a little bit of excess off there. Okay, that's good. Okay, I'll just give that another heat. That's good. Okay, that's all we need there. Now, what I'm going to do now is put a little bit of sepia on. Now, if you're not familiar with sepia, it is a great colour, a very natural colour, you might say. It's seen a lot in nature. It's like a browny, greeny colour with probably a tinge of gold in it, but it seems to be, especially with a lot of marine creatures, they like to have that blend into the sand and so forth. Tailor tend to congregate in gutters and deep water near sandy areas, so it's a good match. But it's natural on these two that I've found. Anyway, we'll just mix a little bit of that. We don't need a lot. I'll just put in 2 drops, and we'll put a bit of reducer in there. Not much. That'll do, I think. We don't need a lot of this. That's it. I just want to give this a light spray over the now that I've mixed that, I hope it's enough. But anyway, it should be alright. Well, we can always mix some more. Okay, now I'm just going to test this out. Okay, we'll just see how that goes. Now I'm just going to go along the shoulders and down halfway down the body on the side there, and that should be alright. Just that's it. This doesn't seem to be coming out too well. I think it's too high a pressure. Might be too high. I think I've run out of paint too. Yeah, I better get some more in there. That's a little bit silly of me. Skimping too much, so I'll put 2 drops in there, and I think that should be alright. There we go. I talk to myself a lot too, so if you can't understand me, I'm probably talking to myself. There we go. Get that in. Yeah, I'm really enjoying doing these videos. I hope you're enjoying watching them. A little bit dark. I don't want too much on there. I'm really backing off on there. I'll go over the top. Yeah. See how it's run a bit? It's a bit thick. What I might do, I'll just I'm not overly worried with that because I'll be going over that later on with the black. Yeah, I had a bit of trouble with that one. Anyway, it didn't come out of the gun too well. I'd have to fine tune it. No, it's coming out good now. Anyway, we'll clean that out. it might be too high a pressure. Anyway, we'll clean that. That's okay. All right, so that's fine. I think we've reached our. You can see how it's actually darkened it a little bit, and I'm going to go over that back and the shoulders there with the black, and that'll prepare me for the scales that we'll put on the sides. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll put the black on. Put some extras in there, extra drops. That's it. Give that a bit of a mix. Okay. Yeah, I hope you're getting something out of this too for your own lures. Alright, yeah, it's always good to make your own lures, and when you catch fish on your own lures, that's a big buzz too, you know. Anyway, so we'll go over the back with the black. That's better. Good. Let's do the eyes. I'll just do the nose there too. That'll come up nice later on. Okay, I think that's just about there. What happened there is that the black's actually gone on very nicely. It's actually bled down into that sepia a little bit, and on both sides there. So now we'll just dry that off, and we're going to put the scales on. So it's coming up okay. That's good. Just clean out this black. It's a shocking paint. It actually gets all over the place, but it's hard to clean out too. I keep saying that, I know, but I don't know, these things really stick in my head. When I started doing this, I didn't clean my gear that well, you know, and I found that over time it just got more intolerable to persevere with it than it was to just do it anyway and clean it up, if that makes sense. Okay, so I hope you're enjoying this overseas too. I know there's a bit of an audience over there, and just finding out what we do here in Australia. I'm not a pioneer at this. In fact, I'm not that good at it really, but I know that if we can improve the industry as such, then I'm all for it. You know, it's and that's the only way that you'll get good quality and good value for money out there. Okay, all right, so we're going to just dry that off. Yeah, that's come up really nice. It's just got that hint of sepia down the side there on the flanks, which is good. That's really good. Okay, now what I'm going to do is get my little stencil out for scales. I'll take this off. That should be dry enough to put down there. That's it. And that's good. Oh, that'll be excellent. Alright, so you can see that. That's just on my... this is not my idea, by the way. This is from a fella in America. Clark's Hill. Yeah, thanks very much for this, because I find it such an easy thing to work with, and it comes up with a nice effect too. So anyway, we'll just mix some aluminium today. We're going to use the aluminium instead of silver, just for that look on the scales. Just clean that out while I think of it. I don't dare do this in front of the my missus. She'll probably get me to do other things around the house while I'm at it. So we'll just persevere with me cleaning up occasionally. It just makes sense to me to keep the gear clean. Okay, so we're going to mix this up in this container. This is a rather thick paint. So what I'll do, I'll just thin it out a bit. Not too much, but enough to use it in the 2mm airbrush. Oh, that's not bad. That's come up good. So we'll just put that in a bit. And I see there's people in Asia too that are watching, which is good. Okay, yeah, so everyone's welcome, and you know, give me feedback through the Gmail. More than happy to talk to people. I'll eventually get to you. I won't get to you straight away always, but I'll eventually get to you. Okay, we're going to put the scales on now, and I'm not going to go over the gills that much. I'll just try and concentrate on the body. Here we go. Okay, I'll just dry that off. Go over that once more just to make it more defined. That's it. So we'll just take that off to have a look, see how it's come up. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's got that sheen to it, it's got that bling to it, it's got that definition. You can actually see the scales, that's good. And it comes right up to the shoulders there. That's fantastic. That's a good thing on this bait. And we've got the pearl on the belly, which is nice. I'm just checking this out before we go on. Okay, I might just try that off a little bit. Okay, now we'll just try the other side. I hope you can all see this. That's it. I might just fold it down like that. That's good. Okay, here we go. Alright, same thing. We're not going to go over the gills. We'll just leave that. We'll just go over the body. There we go. Just give it another reinforcing hit. Yeah, this is a good bait. Good, a good pattern. This one. It's there we go. That's nice. You can see those scales coming up very nicely, and also with that prior pattern on the blank, which helps a bit. I've actually gone under the gill a bit there too. I wonder if I've done, yeah, just a little bit. Anyway, I might just go over that and just put a bit on the gill just to blank that out a bit. That's all we need. I'll just dry that off. I'll put it on the helping hands before I do that. Now, I don't know, some people don't like these helping hands, but I don't mind them, you know. I'm yet to try other things, but I find they're pretty good. There's other jigs you can get. I'm actually thinking about getting another jig that I've seen a fella use online, and it looks pretty good. I think he's onto something there, and I think if I try something different too, it'll expand my creativity, you might say, in this hobby. Anyway, we've done that, so we've got the black on now. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to, we've done the scales, so we're going to put another colour on. It's called a fastback green. At the moment that probably looks like a mullet. I dare say it would come close to a mullet. But this will finally set this off as a Tailor, as you'll see when I put it on. It's actually a bluey green colour, and we've got a nickname for these fish over here too. They're called greenbacks, and so you'll hear the greenbacks, Tailor, and bluefish. Okay, so we'll just put that over the back, over the black, and that'll set it off as a Tailor and make it more natural. Okay, so we'll just come to the colour. We'll just take that out, just clean that up. I should really clean these right up. It's really messy. Anyway, not enough hours in the day. Just good. Yeah, so I'm feeling really creative lately and excited. I've got a lot of baits to do for you guys. There's a lot coming up. It's mind-boggling how many patterns I've got. But anyway, we'll persevere and do one at a time. I might put 4 drops in there, only because it's very thick and I'll have to thin this out. Oh, that's probably a little bit too much, but anyway, we'll see what happens. Now once you apply this over the black, that's when things happen. Okay, it's a great colour. Fastback green. I might just clean that out a bit. Now, if you're wondering if I've done any courses or any study on this, I've done a lot of research on it, on how to make these lures and use an airbrush, but I've been using the airbrush for a long time now, and to me it's just sort of second nature, so it just takes practice and experimenting. It's nothing, it's not too daunting. You can do a lot with an airbrush. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's go on the back with the fastback green. I might just dry that off, and I might get some more paint. There you go. So you got the green tinge to it now, which is good. Scales, that's good. It's come up pretty good. Might just I might just put a little bit more green on it. Especially on the back there. Okay. If I go quiet, it's only because I'm thinking so, of the next thing to do. So anyway, that's just me. Alright. Mix that up a bit. There we go. Okay, here we go. better. Alright, so you can probably see that it's come up a little bit bluey now, a lot of sparkle in it. A lot of sparkle. It's really come up like a greenback. But it's a great colour. It's got a lot to offer in this type of application for lures, and I'm going to be using it a lot more, I think. Just clean that brush out. Alright, I think that's enough. I might give that a dry. Alright. And what I do now, we've done most of it. We're going to thinking about putting some fins on it too, because it is a big bait. It is a wide bait, and it tends to have an offering for some fins to fill in those scales a little bit. So I might try that. So I'll go back to the black and do that, and then get my fin stencil out. There we go. Now this is a fairly new stencil, but it's good value. It comes from a mob called Whitmore Farms, and they make a range of stencils that are really good and fairly accurate and precise. So it comes in a sheet like this, and this one here is a bubble effect that I've used for a lure recently, but it's got extras on it. It's got gills down the side here, it's got fins, and it's got other patterns here. I think they're for like segments underneath the body of the lures, but yeah, it's a good one. You might be able to see the marking on it there, Whitmore Farms. Just look up www Whitmore Farm and you'll see all their designs. They're not cheap. This is something I've worked on over the years, but because there's not a lot in Australia for stencils as such, you really got to go overseas for them. But that can change. You can make your own stencils, which I do too, you know. Okay, so we're going to put some fins on. I don't know what to use. What's a Tailor fin here? Yeah. Might use that one there. It's pretty appropriate, I think. We'll try that. Anyway, we'll get the black going. I'll see if I can get some more black in there. Just a little bit more. I don't want to do this one too dark if I can. If I do, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to aim for doing it sort of a little bit half strength. might be enough. Anyway, yeah, so we'll just go over that. That's the one I was looking at. And we might have it sort of mid. I'll just go behind that gill and yeah, here we are. And I'll just go on that. I'll just try something here. What I'm going to do is just clean that tip a little bit. There we go. And see what happens. Alright, so we'll come down with now this is not a compulsory thing, it's just I'd like to add on a couple of things here and there. So we'll just put this on, but I don't always do it, you know, it's I might put a longer fin in there. That'd be better for this bait, I think, a longer fin. Might try that one there. Something different. Okay, that's a bit dark. Anyway, that's how it come out. Now I'll go over the other side. Some blokes are a lot better than me on this. I tend to get a bit heavy-handed sometimes. Let's have a look here. That's it. That's better that time. Yeah, so what you do is you paint on the outside of the stencil, not in the middle. Tends to get a bit runny that way. Anyway, that's good. We've got the fins on. It doesn't hamper those scales too much. The scales are still there. Yeah, all right. I'm happy with that. So this pattern I've done, it's the number 2 pattern for the Tailor, bluefish or whatever you want to call it. So the first one is a bit more comprehensive and had different colours in it, but I think I just like the greenback style to it, as it looks a little bit more natural. Yeah, right, so we're going to put some eyes on there. That's the size there. That's an oblong type of eye socket there. What we might do is put a little eye in there to make it still look natural. I'd say we're looking at, say, a 4 or 5, maybe a 5. Let's see, yeah, there's a 5s. And I'll go for the silver eyes because, just use my arm again, and the silver is more natural. There we go. We've got black. We don't want black. See what we got here. I'm sure I had number 5 silver eyes. There we go. I'm talking to myself again. Some people reckon it's a sign of insanity, but you know what, it probably is. I think everyone's got a little bit in them, especially what I've seen in the media lately. go. Oh, here we go. Number 5s. They'll be in here, I reckon. They're a bit bigger, but yeah, so you know, if you like these videos, just subscribe. It's the same old story, just ring the bell and say you want to see more, and that sort of gives me a bit of feedback to what to do for the next one, and also it might help me pay for a few things. Okay, there we are, found it. Okay, so we're going to put silver eyes on. That's the silver eye there. That'll be good. And just a little bit of super glue. Just a dab, not much. But I've had trouble with that. Now the 5 is just going to sneak in the middle there. Just in there. I could use the oblong ones, but they're red, but I'd rather use the silver on this particular pattern. Okay, so we'll go into the next one. And I'm sorry that these videos are a little bit long, but that's how it goes. I've just got to work on my photography skills, I guess. Okay, we'll put this one in. There we go. The 5s are a little bit big, but just sneak it in. But once that's all epoxied, it'll come up just nice. Okay. Alright, until we get that epoxy on, what I'll do, I'll put a coat of UVLS, high gloss. I'll put that on, and that'll seal all the colours there and the paint, and until I'm ready to get the epoxy on. I've shown you the other ones I've done recently, and they've come up pretty good, especially in this high humidity. But anyway, we'll put that on, and then we'll let it dry. I'll let it dry for 24 hours. Put it in there. Everyone's out there mowing at the moment. They're getting their lawns done, so I'll be doing that this afternoon, I hope, if it's dry enough. I might just wash those out. It's this black. That's right. Anyway. Alright, so I love it like that. That Tailor's come up pretty good. And once it's epoxied, it'll just those colours will just pop. Okay, here we go. We'll just put a coat on the whole lot, and even doing this will make the colours pop. I'll take this this protection off the bib first, because that might not be that easy to get off next time after the UVLS. I'll have to get my hands on it a little bit. There we go, there we go. We try not to be too heavy-handed with these because of the paintwork. Let's put that out of the way. I might drop it on it. That's better. There we go. That's good. Great little lure, this one. It's got a great action on it. Good casting weight too. I don't exactly remember what the weight is, but it's great. You know, you can get your long sticks out and use them on with it. I even troll this behind my kayak. There we go. Which I said I'd show you that one day. Oh, look at that, that's popping already. I think that's all you'll get out of it. There we go, that's good, that's nice and sealed. Eyes are in. I've just got to sign it now and put the epoxy on. Yeah, that's all done. That's another one. Another pattern for you guys. Again, it's called the Tailor. And it's a very useful pattern. I love using this. Again, it's natural, it's match to hatch, and that's what you're after. It's anything to get the big hits. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I've really enjoyed this. I hope you've enjoyed it too. If you have and you feel inclined, subscribe, and yeah, we'll continue bringing them out for you. Some great ideas and also some great patterns I've been using for years, and I'll share that with you. Alright, look forward to seeing you again, and thanks for watching.